Our rainy season in Seattle has begun, and I need to take the van to a specialist to have the top looked at. I've got some issues with the top seal, and I want an expert to deal with it. I've got a little water seeping under here, and a little here, and an absolute shit ton here. My chosen expert for the work is Mike Kennedy at Van Lab in Kennewick, Washington. He is an authorized dealer for at least two high-top manufacturers and an expert at repairing and restoration. So how's your evening? Let me tell you how my evening's going. I'm prepping the van to take it over to Kennewick tomorrow to have the top redone. It would be in surgery for another 2 or 3 months, and warming it up and gassing it up, getting ready for an early start tomorrow. And it got below freezing, and the van was serviced a few months ago, and there seems to have been some confusion at that shop, which is not my local shop, on the correct mixture of antifreeze and water. So I had a freeze plug pop on my engine, and the oil cooler pump seal failed all at the same time. A happy camper I was not. With some roads closed and ice on the ground, I couldn't get a flatbed tow truck, so ended up using the Jeep and towed the van the 2 blocks to my local and favorite VW shop, Hans VW in West Seattle. All right, she's at the shop. She's in good hands. Good Hans. Alright, it is dark 30 in the morning, and I'm headed from Seattle to Kennewick for the van top project. Anyway, hopefully there's no ice on the roads. I don't have chains with me, but I got winter tires. So I think my ETA is 5 hours. Just one way. Alright. I am fully caffeinated and can actually talk now. For this trip, I actually have a crack chase team that is following me. Not because I'm worried about the mechanical abilities of the van here, but more it's 5 hours from where we live, and my only option to get back was either to take a little Buddy Holly killer airplane that may or may not be running, or to take the Iron Dog bus. And I'm not really looking forward, in the middle of the pandemic, sitting on a stranger's lap, puffing the same air. Airplanes, I feel a little bit better about, but buses, not right now. So anyway, my wife and the puppies are following me, and we're gonna make kind of an evening of it and spend a night in Kennewick, and just kind of as a nice little getaway. And the van will be hopefully under construction or reconstruction, having the entire seal for the high top redone, and then some of the window seals, as well as a little bit of other work. You know, if you want something done right, take it to an expert. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll be there for a month, and then the weather should be better by then, and I will either fly to Kennewick, or my wife and I will have another kind of weekend away, and we'll drive over here and pick up the van and drive it home. And then once it gets home, there's a little more work that I'm doing to it, but that's fodder for another video. Right now we're just concentrated on getting to Kennewick in the middle of winter, with snow on the ground, and doing it safely. All right, we made it.
at the shop. And if you have a chance to have Mike work on your van, like, look at that view, absolutely stunning. My diligent chase crew, fully involved, enjoying the scenery, checking their P-mail. All right, the chase crew and I are in the Subaru, and we're headed home. We're going to iron bottom this and spend 11 hours on the road today. Get home and sleep in our own bed. All right. We had to deviate from the weekend vacation plan of a hotel and steak and wine. We had a minor emergency that came up at the house that we had to run right home and deal with. And by run right home, I mean spend another 5 hours on the road. But sometimes, to be an adult, you just got to buckle down and get it done. And that's what we did. Hopped in the car, and here we go. Support crew is out. A hard day. They're napping. Especially this one. She naps a lot. So we're about an hour east of Seattle, going over Snoqualmie Pass, and it's actually really pretty. We're making really good time, averaging about like 70 miles an hour. The van didn't do that. So we're making better time in the Subaru, and we should be home right as the sun finally dips down below the horizon. So not too bad for an out and back iron bottom day trip. 11 hours, 22 minutes after we left, we're back home. No major issues, no mechanical problems. Everybody's safe and sound, and at least one of us is snugly back there.